Myself, Dr. Muthusamy from the Department of Computer Science with Cognitive Systems. I am happy to present the basic terminologies of data structures. In this video, the presentation consisting of introduction about data structures and algorithms, classification and operations on data structure, outline of abstract data type, array, linked list, then stack and queues. Data means it represents to the value or set of values belonging to different types of the data like integer, character, string, float, etc. Since it is a data, it becomes meaningless. When it becomes to a information, so during processing, so it will become more meaningful. Structure is nothing but the way of organizing the information. Example, in relational database management system, we are storing the different kinds of the data in a modelized pattern, that is we called as schema, consisting about attributes, data type and key constraint for the kinds of data to be stored into the relational database management system. Since it is flexible and easy to use and become more meaningful when it is integrated with an applications. So the combinations of data structure is nothing but the way of organizing and storing the data in an organized manner, since it becomes efficient and it will be manipulated in a systematic approaches. The next introduction is about algorithm. So algorithm is nothing but a step-by-step procedure, otherwise we called as unambiguous set of instruction for solving a simple or complex problem. That is for obtaining a required output, standard output from any legitimate input. So the input in terms of data, it will be processed within the finite amount of the data. To construct a program, so the data structures with algorithms are required. So the pictorial representation consisting of your problem, either it may be a simple or complex, it will be defined as an algorithm. Once again, the algorithm which will be constructed as a machine level instruction, that is we called as a program, which will accept input from the users and process the input and produce the output within the finite amount of the time. So some of the disciplines like operating system, compilers, database management system, system software, data communications and emerging fields like artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, everything related to the computer science which will be involved in this part. The algorithm together with the data structures which will be used in several kinds of applications like image processing, embedded system, bioinformatics, network simulation, then network security, otherwise information security, and also for doing scientific researches in terms of numerical methods and statistical analysis. The next presentation is on classifications or kind of data structure. It will be categorized into two sections. One is for primitive or fundamental or basic kinds of data structure. It will be, since basic, it constitutes either your data type, that is holding your data value in the forms of integer, float, character and pointer. So the non-primitive data structure, we call it as a composite or derived pattern, since it is derived from the basic data type. So the three are the major portion. One is array, next one is list and third one is files. The list, once again it will be categorized into two portions which will be called as special data structures. Linear list consisting of stack and queues, whereas non-linear list consisting of graphs and trees. So primitive identifies two standard data types in the forms of integer, character and float in any kind of computer language, whether it may be a C, C++, Java otherwise C sharp, etc. So non-primitive, since it is derived from the basic data type to derive a new kind of data type. Next one is linear, so it is organized in a sequence pattern, that is one after another. Example, array, linked list, stack and queue are belonging to this linear structure. Next one is non-linear. So non-linear is nothing but the relationship that will be taken place among the entities. It can be in a hierarchical, otherwise in a graphical pattern. So it performs unidirectional as well as a bidirectional pattern. The example for this non-linear pattern, which will be trees and graphs. So the operations performed on these kinds of data structures are traversal, insertion, deletion, searching, sorting and merging. So traversing means processing all the data elements. So visiting all the data elements exactly at least once. Next one is insertion, adding a new data element to the list. Then deletion means removing or eliminating the data element from the list. If you need to eliminate a complete list, also possible in this kinds of data structure. Searching is nothing but finding a data element whether it is available in the list or not. Sorting, either we need to perform an ascending order, otherwise a descending order. Merging is nothing but integration, otherwise combining the two similar data structure into a new data structure which will belonging to the same kind of data. Abstract data type refers to user or custom defined data type. So abstract data type is a type for object whose behavior is defined by a set of value and its operations as the informations belonging to this abstract data type. When you define your function as an abstract pattern, so your information which will not be exposed to the public, since list, queue and stack are belonging to this abstract data type. Array is a collection of homogeneous data items which will be stored in a contiguous pattern. So element and index. So element is nothing but the data value which will be stored in an hierarchical, otherwise in an index pattern. So the each index which will be located from 0 to the final element value. So the position, the start index of the value which will be represented as 0, and the array element is nothing but the size of the array. So if the size which will be 12, you can able to place 12 data elements into the array with a simple formulated as n minus 1. So n is total data element minus 1. Because the starting position is 0, we cannot make it as a 1. So since we can able to store 12 data elements with the final index value as n minus 1, and it can be accessed with the help of index. The operations like traversal, then insertion, deletion, searching and sorting, which will be performed efficiently on this array pattern. The next one is list. So when comparing to array, so here the data elements are stored in a contiguous location. Why? Because this contiguous location is eliminated here is because it will occupies more amount of memory. For writing an efficient algorithm, we need to concentrate on two important criteria. One is time and another one is space. Time efficiency refers to how much amount of time required to execute your program instruction, and space efficiency, which will be referred to if any other extra or additional space is required for storing your program. So if the both will be taken place in an efficient manner, then your program, otherwise a software which will be run in an efficient. It is nothing but the computation time which will be allotted as minimal. So we expected our output within a finite amount of time. So these are some of the types which is belongings to this linked list pattern. One is singly linked list. So single means it is refers to unidirectional. Here the forward only taken place for navigation to represent the next level of node. But in doubly linked list we can able to see that is forward and backward. So it is in a bidirectional pattern. The next type is circular linked list. So circular linked list consisting of your head as well as your tail node. So here the tail part, that is the last item which will contains link of the first element as next, and the first element has a link to the last element which will be represented as a previous one. So the representation of the circular linked list which will be placed in a circular fashion, and the operations will be taken place here is insertion, deletion, display and search. The next special kind of data structure is stack, which will be placed for inserting your data elements in a LIFO pattern. That is, the elements are inserted which will be taken place at the last position, and the deletion which will be taken place at the top of the stack. So the operations like push, pop and display of your data elements will be performed onto the stack in an efficient manner. So in this pictorial representation you can able to see initially the list which will be empty. The first data element 5 which will be inserted to the stack. Here the top of the stack which will be identified as the data element 5. When the next element 4 which will be inserted into the stack, 5 will become to the base of the stack and 4 comes to the top of the stack. So likewise similar data items are inserted onto the stack. When we are deleting the data elements, so initially you can able to delete only the top of the stack, because the base value 5 which will not be taken place, there is only one end and it performs only LIFO operations. So the first element 3 which will be deleted, then 4, then following to that 5 will be deleted. So Q, the next special data structure is Q. So it is in a linear fashion. Let me see this example. It is looks like a single LAN one-way road. That is, you can able to enter a vehicle at one end and it can be again exited in another way. So here the insertion which will be taken place at the rear position, that is we called as an end of the queue, and the deletion which will be taken place at the other end, we called it as a front of the queue. It perform FIFO, first in first out, that is elements are inserted at the front end and the deletion which will be taken place at another end. So see the simple example how the insertion and deletion which will be taken place. If we need to insert an element, so that is we called as we need to perform an NQ operations, that is 7 which will be inserted to the last position. And similarly if we need to delete a data element, that is needs to perform a DQ operation, so the front end which will be responsible for deleting our one more element value. We cannot able to perform delete or insert operation at the middle of the queue. So in this nutshell we have learned about the basic concepts of data structures, operations, memory utilizations and advantages and disadvantages of data structures. Thank you all for your patience listening.